pull out 50 coins and I say, "Here's 50 now, and I'll pay you the rest when it's done."
My friend. All services are paid in full. I don't know if you're gonna walk away and not come back.
You
Things
got my
happen.
ship.
Roll a persuasion.
Where's
Bring out your weighted dice.
oh,
You weighted it the wrong way.
I did.
He just kind of looks at you with his hand open. He's jostling basically the 50 gold coins like, come on.
Sorry, I just imagined we were on Tatooine.
I pour out another.
money.
I pull out another 50 and a cent. So
Mm-hmm. Also, Nil, we need to fix your money now that I'm looking at it.
how
What about
long?
it?
Let me look up how much money wizards get.
Well, I'm not a wizard though,
That's what I'm using for how much money you start with.
because I'm a makey smacky chitty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce it.
An artificer?
Artificer.
Is the cloth pennant, fine cloth pennant, does that make sense to anybody, or is it just a trade good? Like, does it look like it's something important?
Not really.
Let me see. I'll check it in a second. Let me get this done real quick.
I just picture it's like a football team pennant.
Well, my thinking
All right,
is
Kai, roll 4d4 for me.
That's the weird little triangle fucker, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
if you right, if you right click on it,
Add 1,200 gold, or not 1,200.
1200.
My bad. Add 120 gold to your.
Existing?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, geez, I want to start as a wizard.
They're rich, I swear. No, actually, monks actually start with the least amount of gold, just 5d4.
Really?
Damn, you rolled
Really?
three.
Because I rolled 2d4 for mine, so.
They don't get a multiple of 10.
Oh.
Yeah, they just get 5d4.
I was thinking about the pennant. If the pennant wasn't really meaningful, but it was colorful and large enough, we could use that for our ship's flag.
Where is the pennant?
It's party inventory.
It's worth 25 gold pieces.
We should probably sell it then.
It's worth some money. You could use it as your flag. But yeah, no, it's one of those thin strips of cloth. So yes, it would actually work as a flag.
What color is it?
Whatever color you want it to be.
Let's say that it's the colors of the Ozopan city-states.
Sure. But it was probably from a very expensive ship, if that is true. So
like cruise ship of some type?
probably. It's still in fairly good condition, so
So
it
Walmart
hasn't
and
suffered too much time.
Well, I'll leave it up to the crew when I get back to the ship.
Can I sell my
Oh,
iron earrings that I have?
Let's get to... Okay, so... Did you subtract the 100 gold from you, Gammon?
I did not, but I was going to ask about that. So, the
Does it come
small
out of
bag of
party fund?
spices, the silk sash trimmed with fox fur, the polished statuette. So minus the fine pennant is 125 gold. So do I need to find a merchant and haggle for that, or can we just say we sold that?
You will need to haggle for that.
Alright, I'm not going to haggle for it because my guy doesn't have good persuasion. So I'm going to head and...
First, you need to pay.
I paid him out of my my so I have 50 gold. So I'm gonna head and find the magistrate.
Are you just gonna go by yourself, or are you gonna try and bring any of the other party with you?
I ask if Golemov wants to come along. Well, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you guys all want to go along, or
Hell will go with you, because
somebody should
Golemov-
probably stay and make
Golemov
sure that
nods. He does express that it might not. I
somebody
don't
should
know
probably
how
stay
other
with the ship.
individuals would feel. That is a good point as well. But I don't know how other individuals would feel with my manner of speech. If you understand.
Well, you don't have to talk to anybody else.
That sounds good to me.
Cal will go with him. Just in case.
Kongol and Nil, you want to go along, or do you want to watch the ship? Make sure this halfling doesn't steal it while he's painting it.
Nah, I'll stay on the
Um,
ship.
I'd
And make
kind of
sure-
like to sell off what extra should I have in my inventory and get supplies.
Plus, Nil's. Well, I don't know that, but she's
Nil
from the
needs
United States,
bullets.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Congo's gonna stay on the
Cool.
ship with the lizard folk.
All right. Yep.
Do you have any Kongol? Do you have any items that you'd like us to sell for you?
Don't think he has anything. No.
Are there any supplies you want to try and pick up?
Probably would be good to get some rations.
Yeah, just. some
Yeah, because y'all
rations.
are down to.
How many days has it been?
Like 4 or 5.
It was 5. So you're back down to 12 days. That won't get you to most places.
I individually, as a character, have 10 days worth of rations. So
He asked you to. Congo, go ahead and ask you to pick up a hand axe and a javelin for him so he can replenish his stock.
Didn't you pick it up from last time?
I had 2 break on a crit fail.
Oh,
hmm
But yeah, he
He
doesn't
yeeted them.
need armor. He doesn't need armor, and his weapon's in decent condition.
yeah.
all
Okay.
right. So as it looks like there's 4 of us heading off.
All right. So everyone except for Kongol is going to head over to the magistrate.
Wonder if I could repair that rusted axe. It is
Um,
golden, so
It's not that hard to find. It's a nice looking Indian looking palace almost. There are a couple of dragonborn guards standing out front. They do kind of stop you at first before you head in through the doorways. Do you have an appointment?
We're looking for the forms to fill out for registration of a ship captured by Conquest, or a ship
Salvage.
owned by Conquest, salvaged by Conquest.
One second, please. And you watch as he pulls out a crystal, like a crystal ball.
So they have smartphones. Got it.
It's a magical communications.
I just picture he whips it out and
We
just
have a
watching
group of
it.
individuals here wishing to see the magistrate about a
Salvage
Ship.
rights.
salvage rights to a vessel. You can't hear what the person on the other side is talking. Okay. All right. He puts it away, back inside of his armor. Someone will be here to get you soon.
Sounds good.
And you watch as the doors open up.
Does this seem unusual that they would be, or is this just like? Does this seem pretty normal?
It seems pretty normal. Nothing
All
seems
right.
out of place here. You wouldn't just walk into this a person of this level of government's building anyway. That'd be like walking into the governor's house. Think about it like that.
Hmm.
Well, for where we're at, it'd be more of place of office, not the actual house.
But they live in these houses. They
Mm.
don't have separate houses. The door opens up and a human woman holds it open and ushers you in. As you get inside, you see a couple of individuals running around doing a couple of things, like taking care of paperwork and stuff like that. Looks like someone's over there counting money and things like that. This looks like a fairly nicely run area.
Kind of busy.
Mm-hmm. She basically ushers you into a room with a desk at one end. And she's... the magistrate will be with you soon. Can I get you anything to drink, gentlemen?
Water would be just fine. Thank you.
Sure.
You watch as Golomov...
I glanced to Golomov. Does he nod?
Yeah, he nods.
I say he'll have a glass as well.
Ah, yes. And she bows and heads on out. It's a little bit of a wait. Your drinks have come back. You are sitting there drinking on your water. And the door opens up again, and a Luxodon walks into the room.
Oh
And
boy.
he's in some nice fine robes. Which of you said you were from the Ozpon city-states?
I am.
Okay.
I believe Gammon is.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess
I did fill in a little bit more of the world. I'm still writing stuff up for some of the other nations. If you want to check the world notes.
Do you want me to do a history check or something?
Yeah, you two roll history checks.
Which two?
Gammon and Nil.
Alright.
Okay. It's quite commonplace for most positions of government to be run by Luxodons.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not surprised.
Aside from you do know dragons run the Ozpon city-states, but most of the day-to-day functions are run by Luxodons.
I thought you were gonna say the day-to-day fuckery.
I was trying to keep it a little bit more, not cursing.
Well, I thought you were going to, so that's what I thought you were gonna say. So.
Yeah, well, most day-to-day functions are run by Luxodon, mostly because of how long they live, and they, like real-life elephants, yeah, their memory is on point. They
And
don't.
if anyone gets rowdy with them, they just bounce them.
It does help that you're a 7-foot tall giant elephant man. But so continuing on, you watch as he sits down at the desk, and he basically dusts off his coat. Yes. What can I do for you, gentlemen? My name is Magistrate. Damn it! I need a name. Magistrate Azul.
All right, Magistrate Blue. Gammon bows slightly and says, "We're here seeking title for our vessel that we salvaged. We are also here to report the destruction of, and I don't remember the name of the other ship, and the death of all aboard except
the Lucky
for
Lady.
us. Yeah, the destruction of the Lucky Lady."
Oh, shame. We'd seen that ship in port twice in the past 5 years. She was a decent little passenger liner. Shame. But Nothing we can do about that. So, you would like to report a vessel for salvage, and you say that the crew is dead. Were there any other passengers that he's holding a scroll out and he's writing down? So, were there any other passengers? He's not like looking at you. He's more paying attention to the
Is he
scroll,
still
but he
talking
is.
about the lucky lady?
Yes, he's basically writing the events that happened to that ship.
I say the four of us here and one more of our party back on our ship. We're the only survivors of the encounter with. We don't know who it was.
Okay.
I guess Gammon will describe, because I heard the ship was basically blown up, right?
Wow.
Wasn't that how that
Yeah,
happened?
yeah. The ship was blown up. You were blown out of the ship.
Giggity.
Essentially.
We were sailing at night, and there was a call of a pursuit, and I came up on deck to speak with the captain, and as I was speaking with him, the ship exploded under our feet. Did I hear an incoming sound?
No, you did not.
1, 2, 3, bang.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing we knew, we washed up on an island, unknown to us island, somewhere between the Elven Triumvirate and the Hastian Theocracy.
Ah. I take it that's where you found this vessel.
Indeed.
Okay. Could you describe your new vessel to me?
Orcish?
Slightly less orcish than it was before.
Okay. What class vessel is it?
Sloop.
Small.
It's a
merchant
sloop.
ship?
You know what type of ship it is. It's a sloop.
Okay.
You especially would know what type of ship it is.
It is boat shaped.
It is an orc sloop, though we are working on making it look slightly less orcish.
A very fair assessment. I would personally not have left it as a orcish vessel if I was you. All right.
We
so,
could just say a salvage sloop.
no, everything goes into the report. Mr. I don't believe I caught your name.
Gammon.
Ah, Mr. Gammon. So, are you the captain of this vessel?
I kind of glanced to the rest of the group.
Golemoff shrugs.
I shrug as well.
What does Kill do?
Kill just goes.
Horse shrugs.
Kill goes. In terms of being able to captain a ship, he would be our de facto captain.
Okay.
So I turn back and say, I guess that would be me.
All right. Okay. If I get this right, it is a Gamone.
No E.
Okay. All right. Gammon. What would be the name of your new vessel?
Just a second. Where is it? Let's see.
HMS Fuckernucker.
Gammon's looking at his notes right now.
I mean, y'all can just come up with a name for the ship. Like, you can all come up with it right now.
Gammon wants to name it after a ship that from his past.
Okay. So I guess you're all just looking at each other like, what do
Gammon
we
says
call
he'd
it?
like to name it the Bluebird.
No objections? All right. So the Blue Burden, Captain,
Bluebird.
the Blue Bird, captained by a Mr. Gammon. Just Gammon or no last name?
Stormcaller.
Or no, I guess no family name.
Stormcaller.
Okay, Gammon Stormcaller. All right. Now this will be a 10 gold processing fee.
I'll plunk 10 gold
Also,
on
I
the
have
table.
one other question. What purpose will you be using this vessel for? It's just a formality for me to ask. I personally don't care too much, not to sound rude, but I do need to write it into the licensing.
Pirating,
paperwork.
pillaging, and plundering.
I hope that's a
The
joke.
best thing,
Merchant
Um,
vessel.
I was going to say
Mercantile.
exploration.
So
Yeah,
will you also
exploration and merchant.
So will you also be applying for a trade license?
Question: since I'm part of the
yes,
guild,
ma'am?
would I
Yes.
have a guild license for trade?
What
Is it-
guild are you with?
Shit, I don't remember what we called it.
Break out your little notebook.
That one guild. That guild that you guys discussed earlier.
Fuck, I didn't save it. Shit. I never probably came up with a name for the fucking thing.
I don't think you did.
No, we just had it as a regional guild, so like the Alspine City States, it's well known, and then maybe
Yeah, that's why he's asking a name.
Sounds like it's time to name.
Yep. Congratulations on putting you on spot. The spotlight goes to Nil.
fuck. What do I got laying around my desk?
That's usually how names come up. That's why do you think his name is Azul? Because the first thing I saw was blue.
Fuck. Since my new drawing tablet's here and it has a big giant word, I have it say
What was it?
Huion. Huion. Huion.
All right, write that in your notes. You're a member of the Huion Craftsman's Guild. So, ma'am, while you individually, as a member of the Huion Guild, do have your own individual trade rights. For you to trade in ports is a different story. So,
What's it gonna cost? Gammon says.
yes, that would be a 250 gold.
Well, then we're going to register ourselves as an exploration vessel.
Yes, understandable. Not to say that you can't trade in our ports. We will not deny you. It's just there will be taxes placed upon any of your goods that you bring in. And very thorough inspections, by the way. We do need to make sure that your goods are of legal and valuable goods. So no trying to sell off rotten goods. We've had a couple of problems with some ne'er-do-wells from the theocracy coming through, trying to sell us rotten grain.
Catholics.
Yes, well, see Catholics. What is a Catholic?
Bit of a side question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it possible to extend my guild license towards?
That's a matter you would have to bring up with your guild. My recommendation, if you're trying to keep this ship in your own personal custody, you might not want to register under your guild. If it is registered as part of your guild's property, they would essentially own your ship.
Okay.
Out of character, that is something that Ghost sent me.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, let's continue on, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that works. I can use that a lot easier.
You can speak Ghost if you want.
The idea behind what I sent Tristan was you drain the bodies, cremate them after the fact, and then use it. All compiled. Normal iron is used for the process, blood for the tempering, cremation to harden.
I mean, that'd be a very evil act
Demonic.
to do, but well, it's not just demonic. That's just evil, just pure evil. There's nothing abased about that.
High carbon sword, nonetheless. You're basically making the
Well, you get more carbon out of the blood than anything else, really.
the cremation of the bodies actually provides a lot of carbon, but it's similar to, I forget the method.
Quenching?
It's an ancient method. No, it's an ancient method that has mainly been lost to the time.
Damascus?
Yes.
Oh, there's two different types. There's the crucible, and then there's the folding of steel.
Not to interrupt you guys, but can we have this discussion after?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But yes, if you want to keep the ship in your personal custody, I would suggest that you not register it with your guild.
I can agree with the magistrate on that one, Mill.
Okay.
All right. I believe that's everything. I have no further questions for you. I guess just pay the processing fee, and this will be yours. And he rolls up the paper, and well, actually, before he rolls it up, you watch as he takes out a little gem and kind of scans it over the document and places it back into his desk. Oh, yes.
All right.
Funny
I
little
paid him.
inventions these things are. They can basically take a scanning of any document. The things they come up with on the mainland. Dragons. Fantastic creatures they are.
Well, from what I've heard from books in the Elven Triumvirate, they are also very magical, dragons are.
Yes. That's quite... Have you ever met one? They're quite fascinating to talk to. Did you know that they can change shapes? I never knew.
That was not in any of the books. They just told that the dragons are very ancient, before the Great Schism, and...
Yes. Tragic times those were. My father was a veteran in the war. I personally only know of it from stories, but sounds like a horrible affair.
Yeah.
But yes. Also, would I forgot something else. Please know that you do need to name your at least to come to our ports. This trade will have your ship recognized in our ports. Most other nations do recognize our validity with these vessels. You are not a representative of the Alspawn city-states. You do not conduct any matters in our names. This is basically just saying that this is a vessel that we have ratified as being legal.
Ship is registered to here, but not an ambassador of said place.
Correct.
Ganon bows and takes the notification.
Who's gonna
that
pay the,
ship's ours.
What's
I paid the 10.
what's the fee?
Oh, it was 10 gold.
Kel
You
takes
watch
out of his
as,
pocket.
Gulamov, basically, he's like, you hear his voice in your head. I will help you on this, Gammon. And he add 10 gold to your inventory because Gulamov's taking it from his.
All right. Let's reconvene outside. I'm assuming we got our water at some point in time there.
Oh yeah, no. While you were waiting, you were already given your water.
Mhm.
All right.
And we wake up the next morning, tied wristbound and shanghaied on a ship for the Elven Traveler.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Well, the only one that probably wouldn't.
And then they
wouldn't
put
be...
fucking Gammon in control of the helm, and then they go for 2 weeks. And
They keep coming back to Creatia for some strange reason.
So I suggest
Gammon
that
just gravitates towards land.
since Nil has a personal trade license, I suggest Nil take our bounty and go to get bullets and sell it off. So
Okay.
so I'm guessing I'd just go to essentially the local guild hall and hand in.
First, I need you to make a survival check to find your guild office here.
Skills, rifle. Of course, it's the only thing I don't have very good high marks in.
You ask around, and you find out that yes, there is a small division of your craftsman's guild out here. You head to the building. It's mostly manned by halflings, gnomes, a couple of kobolds here and there. Is there anyone in particular you're looking for? Are you looking like for the boss of the place, or are you just gonna head up to the front desk and sell goods?
Initially, I'd like to sell goods.
Okay. So you head to the front desk. You've been in one of these buildings before. You know where you basically take in supplies from other people trying to sell off things so that y'all can.
The best
make
way I
your
can
things
picture it is it's like the guild hall from like all the isekai anime, where there's like a tavern section, a bulletin board, and like a big fancy side desk with a teller.
Okay. Yeah, you make it to the desk, and there's a female kobold sitting behind the desk. She's like, "And how can I help you today, ma'am?"
I would like to put some guilds up for or some items up for sale.
Guilds up for sale.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just gonna take a
just to let you know, ungilded members, there is a 25% service fee for any goods appropriated.
Nil, do you tell him your name?
We haven't figured out how to prove that I actually am gilded.
You should have a guild sigil.
Like on your
I don't have
tunic
one right
or...
So just say you pull out your guild sigil.
There you go.
I was gonna say I
oh,
pull like the guild coin or whatever the fuck it is.
it's whatever you want it to be. You can think about what it looks like. It's just a little token. And she's like, "Oh, fellow craftsman. Okay, we will waive the 25% fee. So what do you have for sale?"
I have a iron figurine of a male elf,
Mm-hmm.
future bell,
Mm-hmm.
polished stone statuette, a silk sash trimmed with fox fur,
And bag of spices.
a bag of spices, as well as a pair of iron earrings.
Okay. Well. So for the pennant, we can offer you.
No,
Basically, they're going to offer you half of what they're actually worth.
I thought we were using
Unless
the
you wanna
pennant
try and
as a...
I
We're
wasn't
not-
offering the pennant.
Yeah, we're not selling the pennant.
Okay.
I'd start with the figurine and work down.
Okay. They basically offer you half of what it's worth.
So roll a persuasion.
Persuasion. That one. So I'm guessing just roll persuasion per item.
Well,
Yeah. We'll do a group roll.
I thought you were keeping the longbow and the potion as well as the pennant.
Yeah, the longbow and the potion aren't getting sold either.
No,
just
I.
he listed off the items he's selling, so it's $125 or 125 gold total worth.
Well,
That's
not
if
only
we get
that
that
is
much.
Oh, plus the iron earrings. I don't know what the iron earrings are.
25.
they're
I
in my
think.
personal inventory.
I don't know what their price is though.
They're 25 gold as well.
Okay, so 150 gold, and they're offering 25% or 50%. You said.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like 75. So just
Like
start
they're take-
rolling, I guess.
Yeah, just roll.
He's gonna do a group roll, so just roll one.
Okay. All right. All right, you sufficiently managed to talk it up to her a little bit more, so she'll offer you 60% of what they're worth. So, let's see, 150.
It'd be close to
Divided.
probably like 90.
It'd be 90 gold.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she'll offer you 90 gold for all the goods. Do you accept?
Better than nothing.
I'll accept the 90.
Okay. All right, and let me start going through and removing things. So you sold the iron figurine.
Yep.
Yep.
Peter Bell, the polished stone statue, the silk trim sash, and the small bag of spices.
Okay.
As well as the iron earrings,
Oh, and the
which is
iron
my
earrings.
personal.
Yeah. All right. I added 90 gold to the party thing, so now let me distribute assignment. Boom. There you go.
I think you need to get rid of. Oh, I can delete that item myself then.
Mm-hmm.
Delete iron earrings.
I was gonna ask before you did that, because I paid 100 gold for the ship. So.
Ah. Well, I guess you relay that information to
No.
Golemov, and he's like, oh, he gives you his share of the income.
Originally, I was just going to break it as 80 to him, 10 for me to get more ammo. Or 80 to him, 10 for me, and then I was going to get ammo.
That's fine. I'm fine. I just don't want to be broke.
No, add 18 to your.
I did.
Kel also gave him the 18 that was also given to him. The gammon. Add another 18 to your stash. There, Bjorn.
All right.
So Gomov and Kill gave him the 18. There's an extra 36 on top of what he originally got.
Nil, you keep yours because you need to buy ammo anyway.
Yeah. And while I may as well go through and pick
Wait.
up.
I shouldn't have gold because I'm not there.
I just split it amongst party.
Okay.
Basically saying you all worked for it, so.
Okay.
I'm guessing I buy ammo same spot, right?
You can buy ammo here, yes. They do have a selection, so.
Do they have
Hey.
a weaponsmith?
Let me look at some things. They do have a weaponsmith. They have basic weapons here. Nothing super advanced.
Okay.
Let me pull up my.
We need a hand axe and a javelin too.
And I guess we can subtract that from. Let me get my reference material, player's handbook, and equipment. There we go. Weapons.
Index 5 GP, Javelin 5 GP, or SP. So.
Buy him a few javelins.
All right. How many javelins would you like, Coggle? Essentially, they're buying through proxy of you.
I just needed a javelin and a hand axe.
So just one javelin and one hand axe.
Yep.
Okay. A hand axe is 5 gold pieces, so take that from your money, and take 5 silver pieces for one javelin and add those to your inventory.
I has question actually.
Mm-hmm.
I
How
have
much is your
both-
ammo?
Oh, no, I have both those things that he wants. Would it be possible to hand those to him and then get one singular melee weapon for myself? Instead of spending double on his and me upgrading myself.
Yeah, just take. I'm basically asking y'all to keep your monies honest, so I don't have to go through everyone's money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to save money on this particular occasion.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can do those, and we'll figure out money.
Okay, so I can hand the javelin and the hand axe to him, which
Mhm.
means those
So-
are gone, and I can use any martial one, correctly?
You
Don't spend
cannot
anything
use
for it.
martial weapons, not as a artificer.
What weapons were I allowed to use?
Simple.
Simple weapons. You can
Simple.
use them. You're just not proficient with martial weapons, so you don't get a proficiency bonus.
Or that
I'm not spending any money because
sim-
Nil handed me hers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
so
Okay.
any simple weapon I can use. Is it just simple weapons by themselves?
Simple weapons, yeah.
Simple weapons, you get a proficiency bonus too. You do not get a proficiency bonus to any martial weapons.
Okay.
So you could have a
Um,
spear, a sickle, a quarterstaff, a mace, a light hammer, a javelin, hand axe, great club, dagger, or a club. There's a simple range too, so you could have a crossbow, light crossbow, a dart, short bow.
I already have the crossbow.
All right.
There's just melee weapon wise. Want something I can kind of poke a little bit extra.
Pretty much spear
The
weapon.
hand axe wasn't that great.
You could get a mace.
Mm-hmm.
When it says versatile 1d8,
Means you can use it with one. You can. I think versatile means you can use either your strength or your dex, but I don't know if you have the ability to do that because of your character class.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Also-
versatile is wield with 2 hands.
A bag of bullets for you
it's a
is
small fortune.
it's 3 gold for each bag of bullets.
What's,
actually
how much
is
is
an
in a
item.
bag?
Hmm?
How much
10.
is in a bag? 10 shots per?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other style of guns here?
They do have silver bullets, and they're double the price.
But that's more for like
I was asking about like the musket itself, like the actual bang item.
No, there's only one musket.
Okay. So put me down for 4 bags.
Okay.
Should give me 40 shots on top
Do the-
of.
Do the silver ones give him just a base increase in damage, or are they for a specific purpose?
So they basically allow you to like shoot special species.
like werewolves.
It's like The Witcher, basically.
So
they,
like-
like
they would
silver
basically
ammo.
would they count as a magic weapon then?
From what I'm guessing, from how he's explained it, is that it's like how The Witcher handles shit. Certain things work best with steel, whereas some monsters are better off hitting them in the side of the head with silver.
it's
'cause
basically
it
like
burns.
Oblivion. If you were to try and hit a regular creature with a regular, like if you were to hit a ghost with a bullet, it's not gonna do much.
Silver will burn them.
Yeah,
So you might
silver
want
will
to buy
hurt.
a bag or 2 of silver bullets.
I'll throw 1 bag of silvers on there, so 4 normal, 1 bag silver.
Okay.
And he said they're 3 each, so 3 times
no, I think
4
that's
6 for the
Okay.
silver.
and 6. Yeah, so it'd be like what, 25-ish, something like that.
1 second.
27.
That was close. I just completely beard math, and I'm in my 4th.
3 times 4, right? You're getting 4 regular and 1 bag of silver.
Which is a 6.
Yeah, that'd be 18 gold actually.
Okay, the bullets are in your inventory.
Well, while I'm there, I'll grab a quarterstaff, which says it, according to the Magic Handbook, is 2 silvers. Unless you want to do something else.
No, they're flat cost. There's no haggling on these prices.
Yeah, according to the weapon table and the magic, 2 silvers.
How are we doing on ammo for the ship?
I think we only did 2 shots out of the ballistas.
Each. I think.
1 shot each. Yours missed. I fucking John Wick their ass. First shot. We didn't touch any of the
We didn't
cannon.
fire the cannons, but how much ammo do we have?
I was gonna guess
You
probably
have
50
10
each.
rounds of cannon ammo, and you have 8 ballista shots left.
How much are they respectively?
Let me see.
Where's my notepad? Also, while the ship's in dry dock getting deep, are they also repairing?
Oh, and you wanted to buy the crossbow or the? Let me do one thing at a time before I get sidetracked. So you wanted the
Quarterstaff and
okay. So subtract 2 silver from your inventory for the quarterstaff.
Yeah, quarterstaff and the spear is what I was going to grab.
Okay, and 1 gold from your inventory.
So grab that. Back out. 1 that, and then he said the
Spear is 1 gold.
piece, so 1 there.
Mm-hmm.
That's done, and then you said the ammo. What it came to. I
It
got
was 18
40
gold overall for all the ammo.
40 normals, silvers 10, and then there were 18 costs. Back out.
And let me see. Let me go to my equipment and see if it actually comes up. Let me see.
Is there a special roll I need to put for? For getting the silver bullets? Is there something special I need to put in for those?
No, I just basically you'll be able to actually it'll overcome the resistance when it comes to enemies with it.
Oh, yeah, while I'm in here, I should go to that one. Action, ammo. But did I just say 50 shots? 40 normal, 10 of the or the silvers. Actually, no, it'd be 50 because I already had 10 left over.
Yep.
I got 40, and then there's 10 silvers, so it's 60. I can miss 60 times now. So that's that. Inventory. I got me quarter dick. I got me.
They actually do have pistols, but they're 250 gold a pop.
Ooh, I can't even afford them before we started doing this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not in a position that I can use make yet, is there?
Hmm?
Like, I'm not in a position with my class yet that I make items.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right, so for basically making I'll just use the gunpowder rules for
Which one?
so for cannon shells, they are 250 for a set of 10 cannon
And
shafts.
ballista?
Let me see if I can find ballista on here.
They say they're having a daily deal. Who's got coupons?
Actually, I have a Dungeons Master's Guide. Let me just pull this out real quick. I should have thought of this before y'all got to port.
Mm-hmm.
Had all this shit out. So many books. So many books.
So many books, so little time.
Mm-hmm. Because unfortunately, they're not showing me about ballistas off the top of my.
Oh, so I can create some stuff at my first level.
Yes, you can. There are a couple things you can make, just not a lot of advanced things.
Bright light for 5-foot radius. Dim for an additional 5. Can make a basically distraction cube. Choice of smell. A text box, basically. Not very much. Artificer special. When it says Artificer Specialist, that just means I select my specialty?
You're not level 3 yet. I don't think you pick it yet, do you?
No, but it's like the next level I have. I'm just kind of looking through.
Yeah,
for
that's
what
when
I
you pick
can-
your specialty, what type of artificer you're going to be. Let me see if it's in one of my reference books that I have.
I'm just kind of looking through to get some better idea of what I can and can't make.
You can't make like unlimited amounts of things.
Well, no, like when I click the magical tinkering, it literally says I can make it nothing else. About it. So seeing if there's something that had a bit better explained.
It's not giving me a price on them though.
Oh, that's a dick move. At 5th level, I get to attack twice in a turn. As long as one of my attacks are magically implied.
Yeah, that's Siege. That's just shift statistics.
Ding.
Dink.
Hey, Red.
Ba-doop-de-doop.
Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to make this up. Damn it.
And now you have the spotlight.
I don't know. Say realistically, bouncy wise, and how much it probably.
Well, because gunpowder, a keg of gunpowder is 250 gold.
So we'll
I'm throwing in
say-
the ammo with it, so I'm making it basically 250 gold for 10 shots of cannon ammo.
How heavy is a keg?
10 pounds.
10 pounds. So it should be about 10 shots.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to see if there's anything in paper.
It also depends on the
About-
size of keg as well, because there are much bigger kegs of powder.
That's just the price that I'm placing on it right now.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
da-da-da-ba-ba.
Hmm.
Okay, please tell me where that's from.
You know what? Fine. We'll just half the cost for cannon ammo
I-
from that.
I put see my hands up for a second.
110 gold for 10 ballista shots. How's that sound?
For
Well, I d-
for ballista, they suggest using spears as your ammo. So that
Okay.
would be 20 gold pieces for 20 spears.
That'll work. I like it.
Okay.
I mean, ballistas
So-
or ballista bolts are literally big ass spears.
So
Yep.
I went in and I typed in cannibal price. The best I could got was 5 gold pieces per shot.
Hmm.
And
10
it even
gold pieces per shot, I think.
Sure.
Because you're also counting in powder.
Yeah, when I looked at it, it literally just says Cannonball, 5th edition equipment Cannonball, 5 gold. It even gives me a damage roll on how much each thing.
Okay.
Says it
So
weighs 5
basically,
6
each
pounds each.
you're buying basically specialized spears for each ballista bolt, and cannonballs plus powder for each shell is 10.
So, yeah,
So
Cannonballs.
ballista costs us a gold to shoot every time we shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
1
Just letting the party know that.
Yeah.
bucks,
And the cannon costs us
Um,
5 gold every time we shoot it.
10.
Well, 10. It's 10.
Or 10 gold every time we shoot it.
Yep.
Yeah, so the
But it also
ballistas.
does significantly more damage.
Where are
Yeah,
you
'cause what-
finding cannonball? Where is that at?
I went and I just literally Googled D&D
Oh.
Wiki and then
But you can
Cannonball.
also they also sell different types of shells as well. There's regular ball ammo.
Oh, so
There's
a cannonball costs 5 gold pieces.
Grape shot.
Grape shot and smoke bombs.
So your chart so a cannonball is 5 gold pieces. So
And the
you're
powder
saying-
is another 5.
Well, what I was gonna
That's
say
where I got
though
the
is
cost
that
10.
when you buy bullets, that includes the price of the powder.
Yes.
So the cannonball though doesn't include the price of the powder.
If you were just to buy the ball, that's why I'm selling it at 10.
I know,
Because
but what I'm
that's-
saying is
with
when you buy
standard cannon.
bullets, when you buy standard bullets from the adventuring gear,
Mm-hmm.
that includes the powder.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying cannonballs don't include the powder.
They do include that's why I increased the price
That's
to
why
10.
you're charging 10. So
Yes. Which actually, let me open up NPCs ship. So 10 rounds. And you have 8 ballista. Okay. Oh yeah, and it is your ship is now the Bluebird. Correct?
I think we should buy another 10 ballista rounds.
So that'll be 100 gold, and you want to take that from everybody?
10 ballista rounds, not cannon.
Mm-hmm.
That'd
And
be
if
10
everybody
gold.
does everybody agree to chip in on that?
Sure.
Why
Okay,
is it
then. So everybody
100
take
if
20
it's
gold from
10
your
Why
rounds?
is it
inventories.
100 gold?
It's you said it's 1 per shot of ballista. That should be how much you said
That'd
you
be
wanted?
10
10?
gold.
Yeah.
And
10 gold for 10 cannon rounds.
We're talking ballista.
I was talking about ballista rounds. I said 10 ballista rounds.
Oh, 10 ballista rounds. Okay, yeah, no, that's
I was
significant.
like, I wasn't planning on buying 100 gold worth of cannon rounds.
Okay, so
So we'd have 18 ballista shots at this point.
okay,
And that's 10 gold.
okay, so 10 gold from everybody. Oh no, wait, that's 10 gold in total. So that's a 2 gold from everybody. Okay.
I would suggest in the future what we could do is set up a ship's pool of gold. So based
Mhm.
off of what we're selling, that would go into
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
ship's
start
pool.
doing that now. After this.
Use the party sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
I just won't distribute that gold to players. That'll just be your collective party pool, and you can take from it as necessary.
Unless you sell something personally.
Mm-hmm. Then that gets added to your individual inventory. Okay.
Kel buys himself a longsword so that
Okay.
he doesn't always have to rely on the lance.
Okay.
It's 15 gold.
Yeah, I'm going through my books. I've got like 15 books open right now.
I think y'all are
Oh.
doing roll.
We
Fantasy
are
Grounds.
doing Fantasy Grounds, actually.
150.
I'll be right back while you guys are in the shop. Bathroom calls.
143 on gold.
Okay, and then
I just out of curiosity, is there space for more cannons on the ship? I know we have 2.
No.
I just wondered. There's just room for 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tristan already added it to himself. Good job. All right, saves me some time. Okay. All right, your ship's name is the Bluebird.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I don't even know why I'm asking. It's not like I'll, even if I try to get in, I'm not gonna be able to play every week.
You could be a crew character.
Well, we're only level 2 right now. He could come in at level 2 and we can save him from something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love encounter parties, because there's so many ways to bring in additional people or make them accidentally leave.
Well, that's the advantage of the ship. You can always just hire crew at a port.
Mm-hmm.
That can add players to the game.
Ugh.
Someone give him my IP so he can join the server.
Let me find it
But to
real quick.
continue on with our role-playing session, if everyone is still here, or does someone step away? Oh, Kai stepped away?
Kaya went to the bathroom.
Okay, we will...
he said while they shop he was going to go to the bathroom. I got it here,
okay.
Red Door.
Golemov he's just here tagging along with you all. Doesn't really have anything he needs to buy.
Well, he's a warlock. He pretty much just casts.
He is his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Red Thor.
Talking to.
All right. But yeah, is there anything else anyone needs to buy at the shop? Like any better
Food.
armor or anything like that? Because they have basically everything from the player's handbook listing of goods. You'd have to go to a different shop for food.
All right.
But I'm not gonna role play y'all walking to the shop and doing all that kind of stuff. You can just find the shop.
Let's get. Let's see. What do rations cost?
I think fairly cheap. I'm not too sure.
They're in the player's handbook for pricing.
I'm looking. $5 silver pieces.
You pretty much buy quite a bit of those.
So how many are we? There's 5 of us plus the 3
Mm-hmm.
lizard men.
Yes.
6 now potentially of us. 6.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right, Red Thor. Roll 4d6 6 times.
Let's see in a moment.
Did we pick up a dad Thor?
He picked up a dad Thor.
Ideally, how long about does it take to sail between? Like we're at
Maybe about a week.
Krisha,
Each
you
square
said?
is a day.
A square is a day of travel.
I would say probably have enough food for maybe 3 days of travel.
It's gonna get really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
How many
Also,
D6s?
everybody,
6.
don't worry about experience anymore. Make yourselves level 3 for getting to port.
All right.
I'm okay with this.
Or how many D6?
Are you switching to milestone?
4d6 6 times. Yeah, milestone leveling. I don't like experience.
Okay. That means I get to choose a primal path.
3rd level for cleric is absolutely nothing. So that means I'm level 3.
I get to choose
Well,
a
you
primal
already
path.
picked what you are at the start.
Ah,
I just-
shit.
No, I'm just saying that 3rd level for cleric, you don't get any. There's like that's one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times that you level up that you just don't get anything. So
Hold on one sec, guys. Red Thor, I will give you one option, or I'll give you 2 options. You can either take another roll, and you have to stick with that roll, or I will give you 2 points to put where you want.
I'll stick the point.
Okay, so you have 2 additional points to put where you want. But those are your stats. Do you still remember how to use Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, but it's moving slow for some reason right now.
It's because you're
Oh, the-
loading stuff.
I'm trying to load like 30 trillion fucking books.
There are a lot of books.
Yeah. So I remember how to use everything. It's just
Yeah. You're good.
dreaded load. The dreaded loading.
Also, once you set up your own little base, you'll be able to you'll probably be able to make your own food. So
Mhm.
So for class specialization, why is it doubled?
Hmm?
I'm level 3 now, and it says pick specialist option for. I have 2 options for alchemist, 2 options for 2 for artillery, and 2 for battlesmith.
It's just the way the game loaded up because there's Unearthed Arcana has one, and they're the same ones, but there's
Minor numbery differences.
Mhm.
yeah. Well, there's not even numbery differences. It's just coding
I
differences.
don't see Path of the Totem Warrior.
It should be in there.
I look at Barbarian, it's just Path of the Berserker.
There's more than that.
I don't know if I have to
It might be
reload
because you picked Barbarian from one of the other books, and it's just pulling up the code from that book.
Possibly.
So let me.
I like
go
how one of
to-
my options is literally being well.
I don't think I have a lot of the books downloaded anymore.
You do have them downloaded. We might have to just drag the stuff over because of the way Fantasy Grounds works.
I just wanted to compare some of them, or at least look at them while you guys
look
have
at
them
the. If you go to the reference library and classes, and go to Barbarian, there's like different books with the information on Barbarian.
basically. The only books I have is the 5th edition SRD data and the basic role players. Yeah, I don't know why it's different from when I first chose.
Where the fuck would that be under?
Hmm.
I unlocked something called Steel Defender. Don't know where it is. Or what it's about.
Oh, that's the little minion pet that you have now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
'cause
looks like
I-
a lot of the books I initially loaded are not open anymore.
Can you open them?
I'm gonna have to reload them.
You should be able to drag the little book to open.
Well, I can hit load and it should load.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna click this one. Click
Yeah,
one
it
at a
should
time
be
here.
the
There we go. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
click one at a time to make sure I don't overload the system here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because there are more versions of Barbarian Level Up. Yeah, because there's Path of Ancestral Guardian, Storm Herald, and Zealot, and that comes from Xanthor's Guide to Everything.
I'm just trying to get them open right now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, basic Player's Handbook has Berserker and Totem Warrior. And SRD data just has Path of Berserker. Yeah, that's probably why.
Battlesmith spell? Fuck is that?
What type of artificer did you pick?
Alright.
Battlesmith.
We're all open now. Let's
Does it
try
seem to be the best
library
balance between Healy and support?
classes. There we go.
Because my options were drug dealer, big fuck off cannon, book bitch, or battlesmith.
Yeah, at 3rd level, by tinkering in your free time, has born you a faithful companion, an Iron Defender. Time represents a hound, a cougar, a bear, or other 4-legged creature of your choice. It is friendly to you and your companions and obeys your commands. See the creature's game statistics in the Iron Defender stat block.
Oh, wow. I like Xanathar's Guide to Everything. I actually have a list of weapons.
Yep.
I like my Great Axe.
If you cast the Mending spell on it, it gains 60 hit point. If it dies within the last hour, you can use your Smith's tools as an activation to revive it, provided you are within 5 feet of it and you expend a spell slot.
What makes it different from the steel defender?
I was looking for the Iron Defender stat block.
Oh. The steel defender actually has a thing on the end of it that has a little shield.
Where'd you? Let's see.
Steel defender has a little shield that says NPC steel defender. And it looks like it has the exact same stuff as the Iron
Oh,
Defender.
okay. So you got it. You picked it from. There we go. Okay.
Whew. You weren't kidding about choices.
That works actually a lot better. Okay. And it pulled it from the fucking looks like Unearthed Arcana pulled it, I think.
Oh, I just kind of work here.
There's even an expanded version of Totem Warrior.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So essentially 8 choices. Holy crap. I might be here for a moment.
Oh, shit. Tools of the trade, battlesmith. Proficiencies gain proficiency with leather working tools, which I don't have, and smith tools, which I have proficiency with. Guess I should.
Nah. That doesn't sound like him. Keeping my character's backstory in mind.
Oh, Mr. DM.
I
I apparently get a free set of weather working tools and smith tools. As part
being
of
a battlesmith.
Yeah, tools of the trade, battlesmith feature. Proficiencies.
You're
And
proficient with them. That didn't mean it gives it to you.
Oh, but wait, there's more. Assuming you don't already have them, you also gain leather tools for free as a result of tinkering you've done as part of your
Okay.
specialization.
All right, you can add them to your inventory.
But wait, there's more.
Pretty much.
No, not that.
And let's see.
Oh god, how do I add? Create item. There. I like how I have basically every
He will
tool known to man.
learn- He will take. This packed boon will be packed to the tome.
Should I just give them the same weight category as the rest of my tools?
Yeah. There's actually the stats for the tools and items. You can actually
so
find the tools.
I probably could just drag the
Sorry.
items over.
Yep.
Okay.
Fucking leather.
Alright, so he gets 3 new cantrips.
Also, I already had smithing proficiency. Does it just doesn't
Nope.
matter now?
It doesn't double.
So
Even if you already had it, you.
it just still does whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just didn't know what you wanted done for that.
No. You're still proficient with the smithing tools, you just gain the other proficiencies from, or the other proficiency.
Yeah, for the leather stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like leather.
Tristan, your lay on hands heals disease, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 5 points, yes.
Well, what I
But he
mean
doesn't
though
have
is
an infinite amount of those points to
right,
spend.
but I'm just saying in general, if somebody got poisoned, his lay on hands can take care of that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's already done it. To save someone from rot grubs. That would slowly eat you alive until you die.
AKA himself.
No, I think it was Congo.
No, it was me.
It was you? Oh, shit.
Yep. You remember I
Oh.
walked into the room
Oh.
Uh-huh.
and I was close enough to rock glove rubs to get close, and it was a critical.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they pierced through that armor.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck's the heroism spell?
It's a buffing spell.
Oh. I also have Searing Smite apparently now.
Yes, you do.
I essentially just became like a tech priest. Oh! I could use martial weapons!
Oh, God.
Someone got all giggity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I'm going through the different things.
Are you
I
going to be a
got
lolly
because-
with a hammer?
Well, no, I was going to use a dildo-shaped halberd, but close enough.
Oh, jeez.
This isn't Saints Row.
It's MAV 2.0, Electric Boogaloo.
With extra glitter. You know, I'm just going through the different things. This is battle ready. When you've reached combat, paid off in 2 ways.
Something.
You have proficiency
Okay,
with martial
I
weapons.
actually did have more plans for y'all to do stuff this game, by the way.
Yeah. So
I got all night.
I'm good. I'm on the boat.
Did you pick your, did everything go over for you okay there, Zeit?
Yeah, I'm looking at my last 4 choices before I start really narrowing them down.
Okay.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Are there any other? Were there any other classes added, or the standard classes?
fuck is
The only thing that got added was Artificer.
Look into that. Just to
He
see
is going to
what-
pick up Mending,
Who is?
Gulamov. He's Pact of the Tome. He chose Pact Boon as Pact of the Tome, which gives him 3 free cantrips.
Oh, I got new spell slots apparently.
Alright, so he has Mending.
Which I have not 100% sure how they work, so I'm going to leave them. And none of my stats went up at all.
Alright.
My health points went
I'm
up a
just
little
gonna
bit.
Wait for a while for because it's still going slow.
Mm-hmm.
Are you loading the
Mhm.
books?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
wait for a little while.
Yeah, that's probably best. Took me a little while too. Hmm,
Mage hand.
that doesn't sound too in character, but that path sounds awesome.
Which one?
Path of the Zealot.
Tensors floating disk. The fuck is that?
I already saw a class that was probably fit for your campaign, but it says restriction doors only.
Mm-hmm.
The Battle Ranger, literally axe idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is it? Battle
It's
what?
a path of the Battle Ranger, and in the first sentence it says known as whatever that dwarf name is, and it literally translates to axe idiot.
Yeah, we'll give him
Dwarvish.
Blade Ward.
I apparently automatically gain Tensor's floating disk spell
Yep.
because I'm level 3 now.
Yep.
Which, what does it do?
Read it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Battle Ranger doesn't work for me anyways. I'm a Goliath.
I'll also let you swap out one of your cantrips for mending if you want it.
For myself?
Mm-hmm. Because I don't think your cantrips went up.
I have no idea how to tell, to be perfectly honest. All I know is I think I get 3 more spells available because it's got spells for first and 2 more in second.
1 second.
Well, it's what it says on my
Check.
spell spotty shady thing.
Let me read. How do you have 2 level?
Oh.
Because you shouldn't have that many this high level yet. Let's see how. Let me see. I'm reading through the different books. Yeah, you should not have that many. You shouldn't have any second levels yet.
Okay. Yeah, according to the
Something
magic,
must have bugged out.
according to the magic table, when I look at my class, it says I get an extra first level spot.
Yes, you do. Yeah, 3rd level, yeah, you have. Yep.
Spell level uno. Yes.
Let's fix this real quick. There we go. All right. You do have 3 first level spells. I know one of
Okay.
your spells you got from
My cantrip
Two of your
or spell?
cantrips are from. One of your cantrips is from your actual.
Raise.
hmm
I technically got a new one.
Oh, you got Tensor's floating disc from your.
Class. Or
Actually,
free.
you got that from your Legacy of Minaris. When you reach 3rd level, you can cast Tensor's floating disc once with this trait and regain the ability to do so when you finish a short or long rest.
It's essentially just a
And at 5th
better
level,
mage's
you get
hand.
Arcane Lock. So you do have Tensor's floating disc, but that's from your race, not from your class.
Okay.
Which class specialization did you take?
Did I take?
Yeah, or
He
can
took
you
Battlesmith.
take Battlesmith? Okay.
It was either that or the drug doctor.
You didn't
I
want
was
to be
gonna
the
s-
cannon?
I was gonna say artillerist would have been pretty awesome.
I thought about it, but I can hardly have a hard enough time trying to have, let alone trying to keep track of everything.
Well, you also have another thing to keep track of. You got
Yeah.
a Pokemon. A little iron or a little steel Pokemon.
Steel type.
As far as I could think of that from what I was reading is that I just have to build it.
It's already been built.
Oh.
You've been tinkering on it. That's what you're doing in your rest time.
I've been making a steel Pikachu. I've been making Mechasonic.
Oh, God. It looks like Mechasonic. Well, if you can find a token picture of it, we can put it on there.
I'll get my art tablet out.
Oh, God.
If all of us spend 10 gold, we can get 15 rations for everybody. 15 days worth of rations for everybody.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
Golomov agrees.
15.
Mm-hmm.
10 gold for 15 days worth of rations.
So everyone just gets rid of 10 gold each.
Yeah, and we're basically paying for the lizard men, so.
Yep.
Fucking freeloaders.
Well, they're
You got
our crew.
27 days of rations now. It's like playing Atlas. You gotta feed the crew.
Mm-hmm.
And then you forget about it, and then you end up having to go down with.
Wait, you have to feed the crew?
All right.
I thought you just used the crew as feed.
No.
You mean
All
you
right.
don't
Path of the
feed the
Berserker.
crew
It fits my
food?
character background.
Spells level.
Okay.
What is that one?
I don't know where to put this.
Uh,
I'm taking that spell. I don't fucking
which one are you
care.
taking?
Path of the
Arcane
Berserker.
weapon.
Oh.
Or specifically, who are you talking to?
I was talking to Zeit.
What is
Oh.
the tax penalty since we don't have a merchant license?
25%, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's part
I
of the guild, so.
No, I mean
I can, but as a party.
I mean in the free city, in the islands.
City-state.
City
Oh,
states.
Yeah, 25.
Oh, thank you. I see the feature added there.
At 25% off of whatever it's worth,
And
unless you're
Mhm.
guild affiliated. And since I had guild affiliation, I sold off.
And it's 250 gold to get the basically the trade permit.
Also,
Dude,
while we're
But
Why am I
that would
talking
allow you
about
to
that?
trade in any of the Osplin city states without that fee.
oh, Frenzy's added right there. Sweet, you did it.
Question. Part of my thing as being guild is I have to pay teeths to the guild. What's the cost on that? And time.
Tithes would be 10%.
Yep.
Can I pay that while I'm here?
Yes, you can.
It's 10% based off of what?
Of your current income.
which we don't have. So
10% of your current money. Or you can try and lie about it.
Where is that?
So you could pay. Let's see. You could pay 9 gold because you earn 90 gold from the trade. Because that would be income, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So subtract 9 gold.
Subtract 9 gold.
Okay.
I'll give you 2.
That brings me down to 118.
I would suggest seeing
And how
if we
often
can
do I need to pay that? Like, is it a monthly or is it a yearly fee?
Anytime you come to port, and you
Oh.
if you're trying to do any dealings with your guild, you have to pay it.
Okay.
Well,
So-
you're 10. So basically, it's a 10% tax on anything instead of a 25% tax. So
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Could be worse.
do you want to see if your guild has any contracts for moving goods, or just contracts in general?
Would I be able to do that, or is there a special role I need for that?
What are you trying to do?
I don't know what you had planned for us, Warlord. I'm just trying to figure out how to move things along here.
He's asking if there's like a job board.
Yes, the guild master actually has something he needs done.
Cool. Well, there you go. What is that?
Sounds like he's drinking something out
Sorry.
of the stream.
Yeah, that was my drink.
I don't know. I'm going through for my 3rd spell slot and kind of looking through shit.
Alright, finally.
So, the guildmaster, you head over to the guildmaster's office. You're asking, "Hey, is there any jobs you guys need done?" And you say, "We've got a ship, so we can travel."
Have a ship will travel.
Mm-hmm. You go to the guildmaster's office, and it's a kobold gentleman sitting behind a desk. He's got little speckled eyeglasses on him. It's like, welcome. Yes, I have a job for the guild that we need done. Essentially, there was a settlement that was they stopped responding. We don't know what happened. We sent a ship out to go and see what they could what happened. And unfortunately, they said that there was no one on the island. It's been about a year now. I actually had a couple of things that I had sent over there that I was experimenting with. If you could do me a favor, and retrieve those items, I'd be greatly appreciative. It should be in the there was a fort garrison on the island that that we had some people up over there to basically make sure nothing happened. You know, orcs and all that. They like to raid, especially small undefended villages. But it was a nice little island. We were planning to use it to set up a agricultural business to help bring in some extra goods for the guild. But we really can't afford to take care of that business venture right now. And we've been making greater profits just facilitating manufacturing of goods, as you have quite clearly purchased. So, but if you could go and retrieve those research information that I had sent to the island, I'll pay you 1,000 gold.
Any additional information we should know about this island?
All the people there are dead. That is all I know.
Nothing but a cause of death, plague.
No reports.
They're dead or
the
they
s-
disappeared?
Well, they didn't come to the docks, and the guys that we sent there felt off put by the place, so they decided not to proceed further.
Hey, back. So what has happened?
You're currently talking to the guildmaster, and he has basically told you that he has an island that he had some research information being done on. The guild had basically tried to start up a small side agricultural business to supply, food for extra income. The place that they set up, the last traders that they sent there, because they hadn't heard back from the place in quite a while, they went there. There was no one around from what they saw, and he would like his research information back.
All right. What does the crew come up with? And
Are we all there, or is it just nil?
Yeah, you're all there. He invited you upstairs because you basically were asking for work, and they're like, "Okay, we have crafts jobs that you can do." You're like, "We have a ship, though. We can travel." And you know what? To basically sweeten this deal, I'll give you 1,000 gold and the deed to the island.
I think that sounds like a big fat plot stick telling us to go and do the job, so I think we should accept the job.
I couldn't really think of any other ways to give you your island, and this is how.
I think Helm is telling us to go there because there might be something else there as well.
I'm game.
Well, we got the boat. may as
Golemov
well.
agrees. It sounds like a worthy venture, and he said there was research going on there. I'm not going to lie that I am intrigued to see what this small fellow was working on, or at least having his individuals work on.
I think we should accept.
Shinzite? Right now, he's
I'm
still
not
on the ship.
there, so yeah, I'm on the ship, so it's up to you guys.
Yeah, Kel's down for it. Biren's character's down for it.
Everyone's down. Okay, is there any other shopping you guys need done? If not, let's head back to the ship.
We got all the food, we got all the cannonballs, ballista.
Oh yeah, how much did we have to subtract from our individual inventories for the food?
It was just 10 gold from.
Okay.
I already did mine.
Yeah.
So
I already did mine as well.
Did mine.
I'll do mine in just a second.
Should we grab some, like, I guess camping dash
It's at 10.
landfall supplies?
There we go. Gold done.
so like sleeping bags, small tent.
I don't know how big the island is or where or how long we're going to be stuck there. So we can either.
He explains that it's a decent sized island. They were like he said, their main focus with this island was to create a agricultural business. So there was a lot of farmland.
Okay.
And he had some side research being done on the island. He's not told you what the research was. He would just like his research notes from what was happening there brought back to him.
Okay. So it'll be a trip there,
We're
trip
talking
back.
about something probably about the size of PEI then.
Sure. But you accept the
Contract? Yes.
mhm.
Yeah.
All right. He basically tells you it's a couple days travel from here. It's back out in open ocean, pretty much almost like around the way that you guys came. If you look on the world map, it is there.
So we might have passed it on our way by.
Mm-hmm.
Because we
I don't
were
see nothing.
about
You weren't looking for it. It's in that area. It's not that big. Yeah, you're
there.
around there. If you weren't looking for it, you would have passed it. There are a lot of islands out there that if you're not looking for them, in other words, there are places out there that have random exploration points.
All right then.
Each with their own little communities and other things going on there.
All right. So we make our way back to the ship, and we pretty much get the supplies stowed away.
And I guess y'all relay this information to Kongol.
Mhm.
Okay. So, Zeit, do you have any qualms about doing this?
No.
Okay, then.
Did the halfling do the job that Gammon paid him to do?
Yeah, he had an entire field team. The ship looks like a normal wooden vessel right now.
Nice.
He even puts the name of your ship on the side of it for free. Now that you tell him that, hey, this ship has a name. Because it was something in Orcish.
It's probably a name that shouldn't be uttered, probably.
Well, it's Orcish, so
None
wow.
of you understand what it is.
Wah!
Typical Orcish.
Wargadar.
Oddly
Orcish
enough,
trans-
it was actually Bluebird in Orcish.
Orcish translation, floaty thing.
Translation: Bluebird.
Okay, so size-wise, Prince Edward Isle is 2,200 square miles
Hmm?
for the island reference. I'm guessing it's smaller than PEI then.
It's an island. I don't know how to describe its size.
So is PEI. It's from what I can find, 2,200 square miles.
It's an
Really
island.
nothing.
It's an. Don't think too hard on it right now, man.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet.
It's a plot of land in the middle of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Do we? So we have the ship came with the map. So we have charts. We have food. We have everything else we would need.
Should we get repair supplies? I.e., if we get interdicted or the ship gets damaged, we have something to fix it.
Yeah, probably. Warlord? What did that cost us?
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Rough estimate. Rough estimate.
All right. Time to go search for crap.
Well,
So.
You could just say that we as a
All right.
party.
So
we
you're on a
pay-
sloop. A sloop itself is worth 10,000 gold pieces.
ooh,
And I would say like repair supplies for it is 10% of the cost.
So 100 gold pieces.
Out of 10,000. That's 1,000.
Hmm.
Don't worry about repairing the ship right now. Golemov taps you on the shoulder. I know mending. So long as we can find some flotsam, I can put it back together.
I purchase
amongst the two
couple,
way for it.
I purchased a couple of empty barrels.
A silver piece.
Okay.
The
The
straight
mark of please move forward.
Okay, everyone on board?
All
Can I
right.
modify the
let's-
bow with Asian Underglow? And a spoiler?
No.
20,000 gold.
You take installments?
No.
Congo.
Gammon, you all see Gammon walk to the main mast, and he pulls out the pennant, and he attaches it to the main mast and runs up the colors.
Okay.
He says, "Welcome aboard the Bluebird, boys. We're heading out."
A fine name.
Congo, you want to give me a hand getting the ship off of ore?
Well, you do have a crew now.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Only one of them can speak common.
Well,
So
your
we
your
managed-
de facto captain can actually speak to the rest of the crew.
We
Surprisingly
managed
enough.
to get the ship out of harbor. I'm assuming without
yeah,
scratching
yeah,
or pain.
no events are happening on that.
All right.
All right.
I was also gonna ask. I have navigator's tools, so could I add a? Could I roll with any kind of bonus for that when I'm rolling the?
If
abilities?
you were doing navigation, yes.
Oh, okay. Can I lend those to Golemov?
He's not proficient in them.
Oh, okay.
He's an astronomer. He's not a
So
navigator.
maybe somebody else wants to steer and I'll navigate. Can anybody else who has the highest strength check?
No one else has skills in sailing.
Yeah, so it'd be a straight check. So
Do any of the lizard folk have skill in sailing?
Not in your type of vessel.
Can I give the javelin and hand axe over to Colin?
I thought you already did.
They're still in my inventory. I have 2 hand axes for some. What?
Delete the extra stuff. It might have just. I don't know how it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, I'll just get rid of the hand axe and javelin because I'm not supposed to have those now. They're supposed to be handed to Kongo.
There you go.
thank you.
Musket, unfucked. Okay, I should have everything that I should have.
You know, I'm thinking of going with Artificer and going with Tourist.
Another
have
buildy
We
bitch.
do have an artificer, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just
He
useless.
knows.
Yeah, but he's a healing Artificer. I'm going.
He's
He's
with
not
unquote.
really a
Artificer.
healer.
This is quote
he
unquote.
has no healing spells.
Yeah.
I'm essentially the combat engineer right now.
What are you talking about? You're the idol of the group because you're like the only female.
Or Aqua.
Well, he
Oh
hasn't been
God, he's
Konosuba.
Aqua.
He hasn't been Konosuba.
Yeah.
No, actually no. The other 2 male characters were the ones who were almost eaten.
Yeah, no, I'm smart enough to hit stuff from a distance.
Okay. All right, so we are continuing on.
Yeah, I rolled.
Okay. Good. All right.
Let's do a loop of the island.
Roll again.
Oops.
Oh well.
Both of them are good.
Both of them are good enough.
I thought one of those was a 1.
It's upside
Alright,
down
roll
7.
one more time.
Dirty 20.
Still lost.
1 second.
Okay, sorry.
I feel a battle coming on.
Ugh.
You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't tell me what to do.
It might be a fucking hurricane for all we know.
No, I can just hear the Pokemon battle music coming in out of the.
Alright. So, someone quickly run me through what classes we already have in the party.
We have a
Paladin,
a
Berserker.
cleric, berserker.
Go
An
by their
artificer.
base.
Officer.
You have a paladin, a cleric, an artificer, a barbarian, and a warlock.
Okay, so we have healing covered.
Ish. I mean, you've stayed alive so far.
We also got a
Somehow.
tank.
Except for the fucking frogs.
Well, you know, there was that one point where it had to be picked up after the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first fight, Gammon had to
And then
be
the
picked up
second
during
one.
the fight.
And that other time where you basically were holding on to life for your life.
But traditional game RPG, like MMO style, you have a tank, a melee damage, a ranged damage, and 2 supports.
I'm guessing I count as a support.
Yes, you do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who's the range damage?
Golemov.
Because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a warlock.
I'm the melee damage, and then Tristan's the tank.
He has a couple of utility cantrips, but all of his other spells are straight damage.
What's that put
In
my
terms of
musket then?
Range support.
Well, you haven't
It's
got
your
to full
damage.
support stage yet.
But most of your spells are support from what I've seen.
Yeah, well, I have arcane weapon now,
Mm-hmm.
and next long rest, you said I could probably change out my detect spells. We just haven't hit a long rest yet.
Actually, I don't think artificers can just change their spells at rest like everyone else can. I think your spells are your spells. I'm allowing you to swap out Spare the Dying or Thorn Whip.
Oh, so my cantrips.
Mm-hmm. You are essentially a hunter from World of Warcraft right now.
Got it.
So I guess, yeah, you are also a ranged damage. You're physical damage, whereas Golemov is magical damage.
Yeah, I just throw pellets of lead at their heads.
Yeah. A hunter from World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Whereas Golemov is a warlock from World of Warcraft.
And can actually hit a fucking target.
You also notice Golemov, as you're sitting out there sailing, he pulls out a tome that you've never seen him have before. It is a black book with... It looks like it shifts. Like its surface changes from time to time.
What is it colored like octarine?
It's a obsidian color
Oh,
with little like little flakes of what looks like silver of some kind.
do you know what octarine is?
I have no idea what that is.
Supposed to be the 8th color, also known as the color of magic. It is greenish purple.
Sure, that works.
Can we just call it greenish purple?
Octarine works because it's the color of magic. If you're not
So-
magically inclined, you don't.
Do I need to roll more, or are we encountering something?
I'm rolling to see if he spots it. 1 second, because he is on lookout right now.
Everyone, perception check for death.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Nah, you're fine.
Well,
So
we
is
run slow.
everyone situated
done
this
that.
way since coming back, or
Also, I just kind of lingered around the deck.
I guess I'll go back to my usual.
Okay, you all hear in your heads Golemov shout out, "Ship off the port bow! Ship off the port bow!"
Fuck.
Opening up the battle map.
I don't see it.
Share sheet. There you go.
It's the ocean seawater as it's calm still?
No, the wind is actually blowing in a. Wind is blowing that direction. You're sailing with the wind.
I see, jack shit.
Since everyone else is. Man.
Well, Golemov already spotted it.
I didn't see shit either.
We're just having a shit sitting contest here. No matter what, Gammon won.
Yeah.
Lowest roll, crit fail. I love it that technically he's still higher than rolls.
Well, and with ability checks, you don't necessarily fail with a 1.
It's just fun to make people who roll a 1 suffer until it's you.
After he points it out, you notice it is a caravel coming up
Oh boy.
Wait.
behind you.
You said port, and then you said we're going with the wind.
And you said it was
He
off the
said
port
off the
bow.
Oh.
He just
Left
said off the bow.
buttocks.
And if you said we're going with the wind, that means it should. There should be north.
Actually,
Yeah, that would be.
that wouldn't make sense.
Should be the up direction.
It is an action. It is actually a schooner coming up.
Yeah, screw it. The map's set. Let's go.
There you go.
It's a schooner. That's a much bigger boat than us.
Not necessarily.
Not much bigger than you, actually.
D&D chat. This book.
Does it have a larger crew? Yes. But it's not much bigger than you.
Ship classifications. We're sloop, right?
Yep.
And it's a schooner coming up behind you.
Schooner is not counting that table, apparently.
It's in another table I have. It basically has the same stat line as you.
Okay.
So AC of 15 is what we have to beat.
Yep.
AC 15, hull of 200, a little bit bigger crew. Okay. Do we know if they're openly hostile?
Is it moving as an intercept, or is it just?
It's
spotted?
moving to come after you.
It's
They have a
angry.
black flag.
Can we? It's a black flag.
I don't know. It kind of feels piratey.
Man the ballista. Man the cannons.
Man, everything.
2, 3,
Man everything.
4, 5. Okay, so I can reach that one.
Weigh the anchor. I mean, no, don't do that.
Well, at least the anchor's all the way.
Oh,
Are
way
we just gonna
anchor is
pull a
bringing
fucking
up.
Atlas print again?
It weighs a crap ton.
Are we just gonna pull like a fucking Sea of Thieves like anchor?
I was just joking.
Are you going to try and do that as a maneuver? Like drop anchor and then turn around?
No, I was saying do everything, and I just was joking about weighing the anchor. So don't do that.
It's sort of a pull it off of Jack Sparrow.
Is there a token for it on the map?
On the
yet?
battle map, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I shared the map to you.
I see a token.
There's 2 tokens. Dollar sign
You
and a
gotta
C.
zoom out.
Yeah, make sure you
I'm
zoom out.
zoomed out all the way.
Oh.
All
Yeah, there
I
should
see
be a
is it.
dollar sign
Oh,
one that
no,
has a
it's-
C.
For some reason, when I tried to scroll around, it didn't let me. I see it. It's down there.
So, port side, right stern.
I'm
Well, I
bringing
got-
us. I'm bringing us around. Everybody, hold on.
You're going to whip a shitty?
Brace! Well, that was a good
Okay.
brace.
Are you going to keep sales as normal?
We're going.
I'm not
Also-
turning. I'm turning. Yes, I'm leaving sales at normal, and I'm turning to head to the east.
Okay. Your ship has a movement of, since you were here for the last combat, and I've looked over the rules a bit more this time, and how it's going to work. There we go. Okay. So you have 4 movement spaces to move, since your sails are full right now.
So, man the ballista and the cannon on the right-hand side of the boat.
Okay. Alright,
I'm
so
already
this is your
man.
crew action. So let me pull up the ship. Make sure everything is where. Okay, so who do you want on the weapons?
It's up to them. I'm steering the boat.
Actually, so your ship will move. So basically, where your dollar, the top of your dollar, you don't just turn to the side. You have to move an angle. So like, let's say, yep, there you go. There's your first, and you're moving the full 4.
Do I
then
always
that would
have to
be-
move at an angle, or the first turn, as I'm turning, it's at an angle?
Yeah, turns are at an angle. Yeah.
So I can move straight now once I've done an angle.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no, it would
Yeah,
just be
back
3
one.
because the first movement was
Okay.
your.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
And then we'll
go to
rotate
that
your
one.
dollar sign so that you know. Boom. Guess I should have used an A. That would have worked
Meh.
better. Or V. Yeah, let me swap out that token real quick. Let me
Oh,
see
next
the
time
ship
I
You
again.
could-
can't unsee it.
I could doodle some new tokens for get the sizing fucking fixed.
I don't remember how to make tokens, but I know you can make them and drag and drop them in.
Yeah, I grabbed like a bunch of preset ones, but the sizings were all fucked up. But now that I actually have my drawing tablet thing all set up, I could just draw them whatever you want.
Okay. All right, and who do you want to man the cannon?
I can't make it there in enough space.
Well, Golemov was up here on the front because that's where Navigator sits at.
I like to think of this as my command post up here. I will, use my movement allotted here. I guess it'd be Rattletail on the cannon.
Okay, you can have her on the cannon. All right, she's on the cannon.
Give her the boomstick.
She is not used to using cannons, though.
I mean, I can't
I
move in
think
range.
Well,
of
someone's
it,
going to
so
have to load for her too. So
I'm
Out
Like,
of
Otherwise, yeah, she's
everyone,
going to have to take her entire turn to do so.
next turn I'll be there. So.
Mhm.
I think out of everyone, I'm probably the only experienced
Alright,
with
so
anything
that's
gunpowder.
Congo's from the Dwarven Monarchy.
Alright, so that's a 20.
You're from the
and
Dominion of Krull.
No, I'm from the
5 for
Dwarven
these.
Nazis.
Yeah,
The
he's
Earthen
from...
Monarchy.
Oh,
Oh, I found the price of ammunition for everything. Hell yeah, I found it.
what? Do we overpay?
A new cannon. So your cannonballs are 8 gold pieces a pop. So
We
yeah, they were
overpaid by
over.
$2.
Yeah. Chain shot is worth 5. Grape shot is worth 5. Smoke bombs are 20 gold pops. A bolt is 3.
Okay, so that's more.
Mm-hmm.
Someone needs to work on their price negotiations.
And once you get to some special ports, you can find some other things.
They could add just some variety. Different ports have different prices, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's how that worked.
Make it more of
Okay.
a living world.
Exactly.
World building.
All right, and they also have the same movement as you. All right, but let me see the range of your guns. All right, so your cannon has a range of 600 feet to 2,400.
They're in range.
Your ballista has a range of 120 feet.
They're in range.
Mm-hmm.
Is what's each square in this water map?
Each square is 5 feet.
Or are they in the water
thought it
map?
was-
Are they 5 feet?
I thought
Yeah.
it was 10.
Yeah, they're 5.
So they're like 55 feet away.
So they're really close.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Are we in initiative
Actually,
or
yeah,
Among
no,
ship
for ship
and-
range, it's going to count for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're just gonna say each box is 10?
8, 9. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work better. We'll do your movements in the 5 or deviation from your ship's type
Yeah,
according to
so
the rule.
110.
But the range of guns is 10 squares per block,
Okay. Yeah, that'll be.
or
That'll
10
be easy to
feet per
calculate.
square. Yeah.
So ship range is 5 feet per square, but guns are 10 feet per square.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's whatever you put out there for a circle, add a 0.
Yeah. So they're currently from
Just
you.
outside
1, 2,
ballista?
3, 4, 5, 6.
They're
7,
110 feet.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they are. They're actually out of range for your ballistas, but your
Okay, so
cannon
you-
could hit them.
And the ballista is
did
the only
they-
thing we
are
have
we-
manned right now.
are we in initiative?
Yeah, I'm giving you the first turn.
Okay.
So you're gonna have
Well, our ships
Battlefield,
generally have initiative.
fire.
They're more maneuverable.
She's gonna take a shot with the cannon.
Fucking whiffed it.
Oh no!
Cannon exploded.
Let's see. It did not,
Yeah.
Dud.
but she basically is not used to cannons at all, and she misses.
At least she didn't
Okay.
break it.
That was just a warning shot anyway.
Alright.
And what, we only had 8 shells? Now we're down to 7?
Or someone.
What's up, Brethor?
I forgot to write down my skill numbers. And
You can scroll
Reload
back up the
again.
chat.
Yeah.
I
You have a
reload again.
14, a 17, a 13, a 15, a 12, and a 9.
I had a 14 and a 17, you said?
Yes.
Do you have something you can write them down real quick?
Yeah, give me one
I can also just screen
Hold
cap
on.
it real quick.
Yeah, I could screen cap and put it on your
Yeah.
Discord.
There you go.
One sec, I just waiting for Gazio to kind of load.
Oh, yep.
Yep,
Buren
that works.
also just chatted them out. And
Boom.
Chat.
Okay. But she misses with her shell shot. And it is now their turn.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, we did.
All right.
I also screen capped it into the chat.
20. Boom. They're gonna move up further.
I have Saki. Awesome.
Actually, no, they're gonna move here and turn that way. And they are going to
Oh, and tequila.
take first shot. That is a okay. So for regular cannons, that's a +6 to hit. Okay, that is a hit with the first shot.
I expected that to be stronger.
Regular from the book that I'm using. I'm basically hodgepodging rules together.
Oh no, sorry, I was taking a direct swig of fucking tequila.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
2
I'm running
hits.
out of beer,
You suddenly watches the cannons open up on the side of this ship,
and we all
and
die.
2 shells careen out.
I want the condom. Continue. I'm just getting more alcohol.
Uh-huh. One of the shots is a chain shot, and it hits your mast.
Forward or aft mast?
It hits your aft mast.
I'm close.
That's not always a good thing.
Normally
able
the
to rip
aft
it out.
mass
But the
is
other
your...
shot careens into the side of your hull,
Oh,
dealing 44 damage to the ship.
Not of the 200 we own.
Mm-hmm.
it's like a quarter of our fucking health. Is there any flooding?
Ka-chunk.
Not yet.
I was flooding like quarter and lower.
Once we get to a certain HP, we start
Mhm.
flooding, or there's just too much damage, and
Yeah, once you get to like the 50 hit points, you're flooding.
Okay.
Minus 44, that puts you at
56, 156.
okay. And that is their turn. Your mast is currently tangled up with a chain shot, so your movement speed is reduced to half.
They're in
So is it-
ballista range now.
1, 2.
10, 20, 30, 50. That'd be, what, 50, 60?
Yeah, they're in ballista range.
All right, I'm going to.
1 sec. Crew actions and then ship actions.
Okay.
So,
As the shot cranes onto you, you hear Golemov shout into your minds, "Do you want me to sorry. Do you want me to focus on the ship damage or the mast?"
Slow them down, because we may have to run.
I cannot do that from here. We'd have to be closer.
Well,
he's
I'm
asking about
saying-
your repair procedure.
Oh, you're talking about repairs. I thought
Do
you
you want
meant.
hull
do you
repair or do you want propulsion repair?
I thought you meant. Do you want? I thought you meant them, damage wise.
yeah, we would have to be a lot closer.
Try to mend the mast.
Okay, he won't be able to make it this turn to get to the mast.
What was the 2 things he asked for? Sorry.
He can focus on repairing the hull because he knows mending now, or he can focus on the mast.
So you can fix your hit points or you can fix your propulsion. So you can move 4 again, or you can get your hit points back.
I think we should get the mast fixed.
All right, so he's gonna take his he's gonna take a run. So that's 5, 10,
Because when you run or sprint, it
25,
allows you to
30,
move. What is it like? 12
35.
spots?
Twice.
Twice
40.
as far, but he doesn't have.
Action.
He can't.
No
He
action.
has no action. So Gulamov runs over to the hull or the
Advanced.
mast.
Mast.
And Kongo assists Rattletail.
with loading the shell. Okay, so she'll be able to take a shot this turn.
Manhandle that cannonball.
Big Daddy Congo touching his balls.
Remember, swab out the embers first, and dry it, then put powder, then ball.
Can you reload every turn?
If you have 2 people.
As I say, because the maneuver I'm about to do, I don't think that we're going to fire the cannon, which, as far as the amount of gold it costs every time we shoot that damn thing, is probably a good thing.
We got 7 shots left.
But
Y'all
also,
bought some rounds, didn't you?
For the ballista.
We bought ballista rounds.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We bought like, what was it, 10 ballista rounds on top of what we originally had.
Mhm.
We only had 8 cannon rounds, and we already used 1, so we got 8. Or 7. Since we're at sea now, I switched to drinking rum. It seems like it fits.
When did you buy drinking rum?
I didn't.
Is this special rum that's for drinking?
Oh, you're in real life. You switched to drinking rum.
Yeah, well, I was drinking. I had Sapporo, I espresso
Okay.
stout. Oh,
All
I'm
right.
dropping
So,
pinkies.
where are you going to move?
Gammon yells out to the people manning the cannon that they should man the other cannon.
The left side?
Yeah, move to the left side of the boat.
Are we gonna whip a shitty?
So, are you going to take this shot? Are you just going to move to the other cannon, Zeit? Because I'll
I
let
already
you.
used 5 feet.
I'll let this basically happen on the same.
I could still move.
Yeah.
I still have plenty of movement to move over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, it's if he's turning the boat, there's we'd be smart to go to the other side to use the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
If I may point out, if you point the ass end towards them, it's a smaller target, and both ballistas shoot them.
I am about to do that.
Gonna have Rattletail assist me on the cannon, so I'll man the cannon.
But
Say I
if we
made it
turn
there before.
again, at this point, it's probably going to be to the left, and so then that would bring the cannon into range. So
See, this
Is it-
will.
I
This will give a
basically
straight line
doodled real
movement to the
quick
cannon.
what the
So you-
actual ballistas shoot.
So, do you want Rattletail just to focus on reloading the other cannon, or do you want her to be over there to help you?
Right now, we'll leave that cannon. You know what? She could stay where she was
Mm-hmm.
in case we make.
Okay,
any
so
moves.
she's gonna focus on. Oh. Okay.
So if we do it right, we can have alternating fire.
Serpentine! Serpentine!
Yeah, essentially.
All right. So as of right now, you only have 2 squares of movement.
the ship only has 2 squares of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Starmast hasn't been fixed yet, so our propulsion's still at half.
I don't want to move out of ballista range. But I think
What was
yeah.
ballista range? 120?
150, I think it was said.
So both ballistas should be able to shoot.
What were we rolling for those ones?
You're actually just out of regular range with the ballistas, so you could shoot them even further, but they are at disadvantage.
Can we have the ballistas just hold their action until the other guy moves?
Yeah.
prepared action.
Like an Overwatch action.
Okay.
Deferred action for like a reaction if they move in range.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Overwatch action.
Because you can shoot up to 480 feet with them. It's just at that max range,
They're kind
or
of shit.
anything past the 120, it's disadvantaged to hit.
And no matter how much I drink, it's just not gonna.
Okay. So they are going to. They were pointed that way. So they're
much
going
is this?
to
Oh,
go
really? My
this.
rum's 50%.
And they're going to turn. Go there. And they're going to turn again. Start coming in towards you. All right, you can take your shots. You get a plus.
+2.
No, I'm gonna be. Those are. I'll use the same thing as the long gun. They're a +6 to hit with them.
And what do you want us to roll with?
Actually, your ship does have a damage resistance. I forgot to do. I think it is a 15.
Or AC?
Let's see. No, there's a hardness to the ships.
Oh,
It reduces the damage you do take.
Yep.
So instead of 44, we could take a little less.
You will take. Oh yeah,
yeah.
15 points of hardiness. So yeah, that goes down 15. So let me add 15 back to that. So.
I just know that the ship itself, according to the magic table, says AC 50.
Like I said, I'm using a couple of other rules. So your ship's currently at 71 hit points.
171.
171. Yep.
I was going to say like
Okay,
71.
but
How do we
can
take it?
You can take your shot because you were preparing a shot.
All right.
So you get a +6 to hit with them. Just roll a
D20.
yeah, roll d20s. Okay, so that's one hit from. Oh, how'd you add the +6 to it?
Modifier.
Oh yeah, there's the modifier box.
Yep, there you go. Okay.
So 19 plus 6, 25.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Armor class is only 15.
Did I John Wick another boat?
You did
No.
not John Wick this boat.
That would have been a crit.
This boat's a bit
Your
tougher to hit.
damage with a ballista is 3d10.
That's the weird trippy.
That's the UFO looking one.
Oh, the UFO fucker?
The spinning
Is it
top.
3 of those?
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! Actually, collected more than I wanted.
If you hold it and you just right click, it starts adding. Yep, there you go.
You know, I accidentally clicked 4 times instead of 3.
You watch as the shot hits the enemy vessel, but it doesn't do that much damage.
Scares it.
It like sticks in there, but it just like puts a basically putting a pin cushion on it.
That's kind of disappointing.
Well, hardness. So
Yeah, the hardness of it.
What's the hardness of a
15.
runner?
Basically, your ballistas
Warning,
are really good for like smaller vessels, but on larger vessels, they're not as effective.
if they get close, just try shooting people with the ballistas.
The catamaran is it's basically a
A catamaran is basically 2 canoes with a piece of 2x4 between them.
Exactly. That did a lot of damage to that, but this is a
Actual
ship. The ballista is just like, okay.
So, the other one, did that hit because it's over 10 or higher?
No.
It has to hit.
Okay.
The ship has an AC.
Mhm.
Basically, it's
Oh,
moving.
so it has to match the 15 or higher.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the armor class of that ship.
Okay. So with my 16 damage, I did like 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Mhm. They have a small little trickle of water coming in.
It's not even a fucking trickle. I essentially added extra armor for them at this point.
All right.
Okay, it is your turn.
I'm reloading.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Golemov is going to cast Mending on the
Sail.
mast, and it basically you just watch as it's like green Eldritch energy snakes up it and starts putting the wood back into a proper place.
It magic's unfucked.
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to shoot at them?
Not from your current angle.
Or rattle till?
Yeah, no, not from that current angle. If they were 1 square higher, you could have.
Yeah, I'm thinking about angles. Okay, I see where you're getting that from.
Because what the cannon shoot basically like a 45 either
Mm-hmm.
way.
And her cannon would be reloaded by now, I guess.
Yes, her cannon is now reloaded.
Yay! All right.
Do you have that book, Warlord?
I have it somewhere. 1 second. Oop.
Yes, I do.
Cool.
It's actually in the. There's some of the rules in there that I didn't like, so I'm not using a lot of it. A lot of the upgrades on there, yeah, I'm using. But some of the other stuff, no, not really.
Let's get on with this battle.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we doing, Bjorn?
Did they fire at us?
No, they're bow on to us.
Did they just move?
They took their turn, and it's now your turn, so it's character turn first.
Is our
It's crew turn and then ship turn. Crew turn, ship turn.
Is our mast repaired?
Yes, your mast was repaired. That was what Golemov did on his action.
Kel and Nil are still reloading their ballistae.
Yep. All right, so you fired. Let me also keep track of that. Bird.
Pardon me.
No, you're good. You took 2 ballista shots. Okay. All right. All right. So pretty much no one else has anything to do this turn. Where are you going to move to, Gammon? Because now you have your 4 feet of movement. But if you move into the wind, you lose your movement.
So we down to
The wind
What,
is
like-
blowing north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To the north.
what's movement penalty for going against the wind? Just
Well,
half?
if you turn like that, wouldn't you move diagonally? Not forward.
Where was I?
One
You
square
were
down.
Here.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Say if we turn the boat, we can't go straight up at the same
Can't drift.
time. Do you even drift?
Well, if we had a steam motor, we would be able to drift, but that's a different time.
You still
Oh,
have
per-
3 feet of movement. Or 3 squares of movement.
I'm gonna give the cannon. So can I go with diagonally though?
It's not the same as character.
Okay. So
So
I'm
you
giving
move in diagonal.
I'm giving
Yeah.
the cannon a shot here,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the ballista I think should still be able to shoot.
So
At this
really-
angle, it would, but it
Kill
does not
and-
have.
Kill and Kongol should still be able to shoot.
Well,
yeah,
kills.
still reloading.
I should be able to shoot at this angle.
You should be able to. So add a +6 to your. If you're done with your movement.
Yep.
Okay.
Click on the modifier box, press 6, and then grab your d20.
Here's a question: for reloading the ballista, does it take one ship character?
It takes one action. Yep, that's a hit.
Boom!
8d10.
8d10.
Holy crap!
Oh, sorry. At least I rolled that somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think you killed it. Or at least
No.
fucked it up.
No, he didn't.
He did 35
Yeah.
damage.
You
Mhm.
heard it?
Yes, he did. You watch as a shot cranes out and smashes into the enemy ship.
So what it really sounds like is that we should really get as most any encounter and just cannon
Your
everything.
cannons are your strongest anti-ship weapon. Yes. Or you could replace your ballistas with cannons.
Except they're probably like 1,000 or a couple thousand.
Cannons
pop.
are expensive, yes.
Can we make them later?
If you had the manufacturing capabilities, yes.
And the metallurgists and
But a cannon is worth 2,000 gold.
Ooh.
Catapults are actually cheaper, and they're 600 gold.
But do less damage, probably.
But this guy's also going to pay you 1,000 gold for this. So
Well, for the
also you
What?
might get some loot off this ship if you destroy it.
That's pretty optimal thinking.
well, guess it's their turn.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to die.
1,
maybe,
2,
but not today.
3.
Alright, gents. I'll catch you all later.
Yep.
All right.
Knowing
and they're
Arlok-
gonna open up with their other side, and you watch as another 2 shots crane out towards your ship.
And both of them hit, and both of us sink.
All right. It's 1 miss. And 1 hit. You watch as another chain shot cranes out towards your vessel.
And hits the rear
and
sail.
knocks out another sail.
The other sail for good measure.
Mm-hmm.
Did they move into range of our other ballista when they moved?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They're directly behind us now.
And it's going to be your aft sail again. It seems like they're trying to take you alive. Or at least slow you down.
Probably try to board us.
Yeah, I mean, you're not worth anything
Dead.
dead.
I'm just thinking about how entertaining them getting close would be.
Mhm.
Please don't.
Seeing.
Unlike you guys, I have a lot of different holes that they can. Please don't.
No comment?
I've seen enough hentai. I know where this goes.
All right,
wouldn't be
that is their
surprised
turn.
if
It is
this-
now your turn. What are you going to do?
Both below.
Amy,
You might want to say what you plan to do for your where you want to move to first, so that way y'all can plan where you want to place your guns or maximize what you can do for your potential of your guns for that turn.
Well, I'm trying to maintain space. So if I turn so that we can fire the cannon again, we're going to lose
One ballista.
speed and momentum. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking,
It's
We
basically
should
zigzag left and right.
yeah, let's swap cannon again. And I'm going to turn to the right.
So it'd be that northeast
So-
square.
As B-Run's doing it, Can the ballistas let off 2 bolts then?
Well, I don't know.
Because the ballistas shoot
But they never
45
react.
off the arsenal yard away.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, if it's far enough away, the left one should be able to shoot it. Within reason.
I'll let it.
You have to wait till next
Yep.
turn to reload them.
Oh, he
Damn it.
moved. Oh, sorry. I was leaning way back in my chair.
What are you trying
Like a
to see
perception
there,
skill,
Tristan?
Wrong. I pressed something that I wasn't meant to. I was trying to get to my modifier. Press 6.
So how does the modifier work? You just click the box, hit 6?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's neat.
And the mast has been repaired by Guillemov again.
Dude, so I got the +6 loaded, and it's going to be a D20.
Yep.
Okay. You know, I'm starting to feel I'm doing pretty well on the ballistas.
Okay. Ballista damage is 3d10.
1, 2, 3.
Better.
I at least made some water come in.
That was a better hit. Yes.
Or took out one of the crew. That's why hit.
Probably didn't even take out another crew. Probably just gave one of their crew a fucking shaving it.
Where's my? I want to close that. Where's my?
And
there's my range
where were
dice
you
though.
wanting to move for the cannon? B-run?
We're moving the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. Captain knows which cannon's fired.
Alright, so you're gonna have
I have one more movement spot, don't I?
you have 2 more actually, I think. Yeah,
We
you
are
have
at
2
the
more.
top of the map though. So
You want to reset? You want to just drag us, drag the V down 10 squares, and I'll drag us down 10
1,
squares.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll work.
good stuff.
Ingenuity.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that cannon would be able to fire. Rattletail's gonna take out. She's gonna try and just take a shot for a hit.
Yay! Scaly bitch hit something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 45 points of damage.
Well, at least we're putting holes in them.
Their hardness, that brings that down to 30.
Because what, a schooner has
200 health, I think.
50 health? 300 health? Because we're 200.
You have two. They have 200 as well.
Oh, so
They
they're
are
like
within 120 feet, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see their helmsman?
Roll a perception.
weighted dice. Bring your weighted dice out.
Yeah, you see him. He's a human man. Most of the crew is human. There's a couple of
Does he look to be the captain, or does he just look to be the helmsman?
Were you trying to find the captain?
Yeah.
He is not at the helm, but he
You
is
wanna
on
see
a
the captain?
commanding post. Yeah, you saw him.
I'm targeting the captain. Can I
Okay.
do that? And I'm going to. I guess the issue is you don't have somebody for me to shoot at.
You just roll the spell and roll the damage. It does not hit him.
missed.
Mm-mm.
I'm loving your rolls tonight. It's whoop, 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 whoop.
It literally missed by like a fucking point too.
No, it missed by quite a bit, actually.
It might make them question who they're chasing now, though.
So, wait, when you roll, you have to get the dice itself. be
I'm
a
trying to
10?
hit the captain, not the ship. So it's his AC.
Well, there's no, yeah. Even then, there's no token for him to roll on.
No, but I have his stat block here.
Like a good DM.
Mm-hmm.
Being a little generous.
But yeah, no, you did not hit his AC. Okay.
I reload my cannon.
Reloady bolty.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
Hey.
But from now on, it is you are either navigating the ship or
Oh, okay.
you're trying to use future spells. You cannot do both at the same time.
So it's like sacrificing movement for that turn.
Mm-hmm. But yes, you can shoot spells at enemy ships.
I'm okay with
All
that.
right, it's their turn.
Wait, was Rattletail not firing?
She already
Just like
did.
the whole-
She already
Oh,
fired.
her damage.
Okay,
She
I don't
did
see the
30 points of
rolls.
damage to the ship.
nice. She learned how to fire.
1, 2.
So if we turn about again,
1.
get your
So
gun
it's
on target.
1, 2, 3, 4. And
We're out of their gun
you
range.
watch that suddenly a bunch of arrows rain out. One's aiming for Nil.
Oh. Am I dead?
I'm pretty sure a 20 hits you. Not a critical. And
I don't have very much health.
4 points of damage.
We're doing better. So it puts me at 21 health.
No, you take 4 points of damage.
20 health.
And then one is going to take a hit on Rattletail. Which is a hit. And all right. She took some damage. And that is their turn. Your turn. Which I can actually drag the captain, since you have seen him, onto the combat tracker.
So we probably move again so I could actually fire.
So if I'm here and I want to turn, that'd put me here.
Maybe I can.
I think you could go straight off of that.
Or should I go here?
No, I think
There he goes. All right, now you can see him.
I think you could be one down. I think
You can
could
drag
go
your
straight 'cause
attacks
you already went
onto
one
his
corner.
Yeah, but I want to
character
be as far
token
away
in the
from him
combat
as I
tracker.
can.
B-Run.
Yep.
You can now see his character token on the combat tracker.
Okay. But I can't attack him because I have to steer. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right, so that's where y'all moved to. And yeah, from that side, Kongol could take a shot. Yes, he can.
You're questioning so much. It's a D20, right? Was it plus 6?
D20 plus 6.
Hetapa!
It meets, it hits.
Yay! And it's 5, no,
8d10.
1, 2,
Can I request a minor
Four.
piss break?
5, 6.
We're actually probably gonna call it here soon. It is
8.
9 o'clock. 9:30. Okay. I will keep this where it is. It is 9:30. Yeah, take a quick bio break. I would like to finish this before we go. So,
Yep.
24 damage.
quick bio. See, they're down to 1. 14. Okay. In other news, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is the highest grossing video game movie.
I'll have to ask
Hmm.
my brother. He went and took his son to see it today.
How much health do they have again? 100 and...
You're at 171 health.
No, the Clipper.
Oh, well, it dies when it dies.
They are about at half health.
Okay.
Heck.
Welcome back. Aaron, you back? Oh, Thursday, yes.
I'm back.
I'm here, so.
Okay. It is so Kongol took a shot.
And did
You're
the
still
damage.
reloading ballistas. Alright, it is their turn. And they are going to they took a shot of grape shot,
Oh boy.
and it's going to hit Gulamov, the Lizard Shaman, Rattletail, and Kongol. And they also are going to take a shot if it hits.
So basically everyone on the main deck.
Anyone on the left side.
Oh, you should have to fire that up. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
Da 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 da. Would danger sense work on that?
No.
Darn. Yeah, it's not a trapping spell, but it's effects that you can see and
Mhm.
dexterity saving throws.
Oh, if it's on a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage on
Let me see
dex
the
saving
ability
throws.
pulled up.
Okay, 1 second. Can I just?
Yeah, against effects. Yep, you have advantage on it. So, yep, hit the advantage button.
Advantage. And it's dex save.
Mm-hmm. All right, you and Guillemot both save, and let's see about the lizard folk. So Rattletail and the Shaman. If I remember correctly. Yep, Rattletail and Shaman. So. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Alright, Rattletail saves. And the Shaman.
Eat shit and dies.
Yeah. He is not very dexterous. So everyone who saved takes 7 points of piercing damage as the shots crane out. I'll add it to you. And the Shaman takes 14. He looks bad after that. That was like half of his health, almost, in damage. A little bit over half of his health.
Like 2/3.
No, it's a little over half. And then the grape shot round.
He was hit for
Or not the
11
grape shot, the chain
16ths of his
shot is
health.
going to hit. Try and hit. For a miss. Okay. All right. It is your turn. What are you going to do? Corrections first.
Is the
Well,
cannon
Ballista
reloaded?
should be loaded.
Ballistas are loaded.
Conkle still needs to reload his cannon.
I'll reload my cannon.
So both ballistas are good to go.
Mhm.
Cannons need to be reloaded.
Rattletail's cannon should be reloaded now. So.
Mm-hmm. And you still have full sails.
I would say break away from the broadside and head with the wind.
Who all was damaged and for how much?
The lizard folk shaman took 14. Rattletail took 7. She's still pretty healthy.
She's pretty beefy.
Congo took 7.
Kongol took 7, and Guillemot took 7.
And I took 4 from the whatever arrow attack or whatever it was.
Yep.
All right, the healing word is a bonus action, so I should be able to do that at the same time.
Okay.
So I turn and head 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Think about that movement because that wouldn't give angle for the cannon.
yeah, but neither of the cannons are reloaded.
Oh,
Rattletail's canon is.
Rattletail's is canon. We're alternating cannons, so.
Guess that would actually put me. If I turned there, that would put me.
Okay. So
And I
that
don't think-
gives.
I don't think the
Nil can
cannons.
take a shot, and Rattletail can take a shot.
Who can?
Nil and Rattletail.
That's a +6.
Mm-hmm.
6, D20, drop E.
No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, that was you.
That's a hit.
It's 2 hits.
And I want
Alright.
1, 2, 3 of those. I did it for 20.
5 damage.
Mm-hmm. So that's 5 so far, and then that's 36 damage in total.
We fucked him up yet?
We're fucking him up. It's just taking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we only have the.
I
cannon on
yelled.
each side.
I yelled to Golemov, hit their captain.
From 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, he's going to first try and see the captain.
Or the helmsman.
Okay, he can see the captain. And he's going to take a shot at him with... What's the range on this? 1,
Eldritch
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
60 feet.
And that would not work, unfortunately.
Eldritch Blast should be able to go that far.
Eldritch Blast would. I was looking at his other ability. See if he can hit one of his bigger damage spells on him. And he cannot.
Could he hold his action till they move into range?
So his bigger action, he would have to stay within 30 feet.
Yeah,
Do that
so no.
constantly. He can't do that. And his other one would be... I don't think he could shout 60 feet. Well, he could. Yeah, that would work, actually. Okay, so he's going to... Alright, he failed. Okay. He watches his eyes glow green for a minute, and he lets out. It didn't do a lot of damage, unfortunately. It only did 9 out of his potential 18. Damn, Golemov.
That's better than none.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad for like
Actually,
60 feet sniping with a spell.
Hit for half or whatever it was supposed to. Pretty
Actually, he gets 1 extra d6 because he's casting at 2nd level.
good.
So add an extra 5. So there we go. because
So he did
Booyah
14
warlocks.
damage.
Yeah, 14 psychic damage.
Mushy brain.
Or a really bad headache.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's a really bad headache.
Enemy captain slams like 20 bottles of Advil. They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, just drink more rum.
I'm out. I just drank all of it.
I'm the captain, not you.
I'm the captain.
Alright.
Oh wow! And he has to try and get as far away from him as possible.
He jumps overboard.
He will
does.
not move into obviously dangerous ground. But you suddenly see the
He
captain.
can swim. It's not obviously dangerous. There's no sharks
Don't.
in the vicinity.
He runs away below deck, and the crew is kind of
What
like,
the fuck?
What the fuck just happened? If you were on the ship, you would hear him screaming about the elephants. The elephants are coming.
The elephants are charging me in bad places.
Okay.
Gammon says,
And
"Good
that was his
shot."
turn. And it is now their turn. Without the captain, they don't know what to do. So they're going to follow the last order and try and catch you guys still. 2, 3, 4. And that's going to end their turn because they're in disarray.
Oh, I would love to do something stupid, but anyways.
It's your turn.
Oh.
All right.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Well,
Fire
I guess it's time to let people. All right, so
That's one hit.
let me doing here. Boop.
2 hits. All right.
I can't shoot, can I?
3d10 for Tristan, 8d10 for Zeit.
I said I can't shoot, can it?
That's a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage.
I
This is a
sunk their
question.
battleship
I'm not
and their
in-
whales.
So they are actually now sinking. That last
done.
shot hit part of their powder, and you watch as the side of the ship explodes out, and they are starting to sink.
Sucks to be them now, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Captain Slade dead somewhere because he was below decks.
Yeah, sure, he's dead.
All right, all right. Go with that.
Just casually murder the first in command
So-
of the enemy vessel.
Eventually, at this point, we're going to end combat. A lot of the crew is dead in the water.
Fucked.
Yeah. Because they had 75 minus, let's see, 53 minus 15 is 38. Yeah, they're sinking. So what are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to leave them there, or are you going to try and go to the ship? Because they're dropping life rafts now.
Now if they have life rafts. Oh.
Loot and pillage?
I
Rape
mean,
the churches, burn the women?
Okay.
I say we
All
See
right,
what we
you're
can
gonna loot
salvage.
them. Let's see what you get for loot.
Not very much.
turn
And
our ship. Yeah, I was about to move the token. Had to move the.
actually it'd be more like that, but
Let's see. There are for an encounter of, there's how many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For level 3. We'll say it was, that was a pretty decent encounter. So medium encounter. All right, so that's a treasure of CR4. All right. Let's open this up. But essentially, we're going to call it tonight after this. But you found 600 gold.
Yay.
Since you already have magical casting things, I'm just going to drag them over. Found a bloodstone. These were pirates, by the way. So they had a carnelian. I do not know how to pronounce this. Chalcedony, whatever that means. Citrine. An onyx. Did I drop it in? I dragged it over. There it goes. Ah. Nice. Piece of quartz.
So a lot of gems.
Well, they were pirates.
No other useful extra shit from them?
Get into it. I gotta drag all the stuff over. Well, first I have to find it, and then I have to drag it over. Zircon. A cloak of elven kind. It is identified. A ring of water walking. And a longsword +1.
Are we going to do the spoils version, or are we just going to immediately end?
These are what you got.
Yeah, he's telling us what we're getting. So
And if you check in the parcels, you can see everything.
could we get some cannon ammo?
Yeah, sure. I'll say you got 5 rounds of cannon ammo.
I
Or
don't know how
any
many
other
we
kind
shot.
of ship
So.
info? So we shot like 4 times,
Yep.
so it leaves us with like what, 5 left?
We had 8 rounds,
We had 8 rounds starting, 3 left.
and then we just got 5. So
Back up to 8.
we're back up to 8.
Can I lay claim to the longsword?
It's up to the party.
I'm happy with my great axe.
Well, now that I can actually use martial weapons.
The ring allows you to stand and move on any liquid surface as if it was solid. So you can play Jesus. The Cloak of Elvenkind.
Invisibility?
Perception checks made to see you have a disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide.
So sneaky
Pulling the
bitch,
hood up or down requires an action, and it is an attunement item. You can only have 3 attunement items on your person at one time.
Are we officially done?
Yeah, that's the end for the night.
All right.